Chapter 1. Enter the Interoperable Age. Why Denarii? DFi is building on Flare and Songbird, the fragmented state of Web3. As of 2025, Web3 stands at a paradox. While ecosystems like Ethereum, Xrpl, Algo and Hbar have matured and attracted millions of users, they remain largely siloed. Each chain offers distinct strengths. Xrpl excels in speed and asset issuance. Algo is efficient for smart contracts. Hbar provides unmatched enterprise-grade performance. Yet the lack of seamless interoperability limits their combined potential. Decentralized finance, DeFi, on these chains has developed in isolation, often requiring centralized exchanges or third-party custodians to move value across chains. This defeats the very ethos of decentralization. 1.2. The DenariiDFi vision. DenariiDFi is more than a DeFi protocol. It is a creator-first digital finance engine. It enables fractional ownership, digital art utility, permissionless global payments, and tokenized assets that span multiple blockchains. The mission: unify DeFi, NFTs, and creator economies across Xrpl, Algo, and Hbar, with Flare as the universal layer. DenariiDFi empowers both seasoned investors and underserved global artists by offering access to borderless capital, decentralized tools, and trustless ownership, all powered by secure, composable smart contracts. 1.3. Why Flare Network is the ideal backbone. Flare's core architecture is designed to bring Turing-complete smart contract capability to chains that lack it natively, like XRP and BTC, and to connect ecosystems that were never meant to work together. The three key components of Flare include: the state connector allows smart contracts on Flare to read the state of other blockchains without trust assumptions. FTSO, Flare Time Series Oracle, a decentralized data feed for reliable off-chain information, e.g. asset prices randomness. EVM compatibility. Full Ethereum compatibility lets developers use Solidity, existing dApp infrastructure, and tools like Hardhat or Remix. Combined with FlareWrap, FlareX, Flare Farm, and upcoming FlareDAO modules, Flare becomes a complete cross-chain DeFi layer that's purpose-built for scale. 1.4. Why Songbird is the ideal testbed. Songbird, Flare's canary network, is not just a staging environment. It's a live, incentivized chain for real experimentation. It allows developers to deploy and test real smart contracts and DAOs with real assets, access live, FTSO price feeds and data from the state connector, conduct on-chain governance proposals and experiments, earn yield and liquidity via live DeFi tools like FlareX and Flare Farm. For Denarii, Songbird is where features launch first. DAOs, wrapped NFT pricing, fractional gallery ownership, and liquidity models are battle-tested here before migrating to Flare mainnet. 1.5. The cross-chain creator stack. By building on Flare Songbird, DenariiDFi connects the strengths of blockchain role in DenariiDFi, key strength Xrpl asset issuance, token registry, NFT minting, ultra-fast, low-fee transactions, Algorand smart contracts, DAO logic, green computing, high TPS, carbon negative. Hedera, NFT hashing, metadata storage, enterprise clients, governing council, trust layer, Flare, cross-chain, dApps, DeFi, liquidity smart contracts, plus trustless interoperability. 1.6. The real opportunity. Multi-chain creators and investors. Denarii. DFi isn't just for DeFi degens. Its structure is intentionally built to serve artists who want to tokenize their work once and display or sell it across ecosystems, collectors who want multi-chain exposure with passive yield, small businesses seeking fractional ownership and tokenized investment, developers who want to build plug-and-play modules with real composability. Using Flare as the nucleus, Denarii enables new forms of value creation and monetization across the world. 1.7 Preview: What you'll learn in this book. In the chapters that follow, we'll walk through wrapping assets from Xrpl, Algo, Hbar, into Flare, creating liquidity pools on FlareX for tokenized art. Launching a cross-chain DAO for the Denarii Global Gallery Network. Deploying NFT-based financial contracts, e.g. royalties, rentals. Building price discovery tools using AI and the Flare Time Series Oracle. Launching fractional ownership marketplaces on Flare with state connector logic. Integrating Flare with Google Cloud. Compute for AI logic, metadata hosting, and validator operations. Summary: Denarii DFi begins where others fragment. Flare and Songbird open the door to a cooperative future where creators and investors interact across chains without friction. The decision to build Denarii on this foundation represents a leap into true Web3 interoperability, aligning with the original vision of a borderless, creator-led economy. In the next chapter, we'll deep dive into the architecture of the Flare network, understanding how its core protocols work and why they are so powerful for Denarii's vision. Chapter 2. The architecture of the Flare network, a unified layer for interoperable smart contracts. 1. The vision behind Flare. The Flare network was created to solve one core limitation in blockchain: lack of native interoperability. Most chains are isolated environments. They cannot natively read the state of other chains or integrate off-chain data in a decentralized way. Flare's architecture corrects this by introducing smart contract functionality to non-Turing complete chains, trustless access to external data and blockchains, EVM compatibility for composable dApp development. This architecture turns Flare into a universal interoperability layer, unlocking real DeFi and dApp utility for networks like Xrpl, BTC, Algo, and Hbar. 2.2 Core Components of Flare Network. 2.2.1 The State Connector. Flare's State Connector allows smart contracts to securely query the state of external blockchains and Web2 systems. For DenariiDFi, this means reading Xrpl balances or NFT ownership from within a Flare smart contract, verifying ownership or transaction history from Algo and Hbar, authenticating off-chain web services, e.g. gallery purchases, artist uploads, cloud storage metadata. The State Connector enables true composability across chains, eliminating the need for centralized bridges or oracles. 2.2.2 FTSO, Flare Time Series Oracle. FTSO provides decentralized crowdsourced data feeds including asset price data, e.g. XRP-USD, HBAR-USD, chain-specific data, block height, on-chain metrics, real-world data via Web2 APIs with cryptographic proof. Flare incentivizes independent data providers to submit accurate information, and Denarii DFi can use these feeds for NFT floor prices, enable algorithmic DeFi strategies, e.g. rebalancing funds, anchor pricing models for tokenized art or fractional ownership shares. 2.2.3 Flare's native protocols. Protocol description. Use for Denarii DFi Flare X. Decentralized exchange for wrapped and native tokens. LP pools for Denarii, NFT tokens. Flare Farm, yield farming and liquidity incentive program. Stake, LP tokens, for Denarii. Rewards, Flare loans. Cross-chain, collateralized loans. Borrow against NFT or token holdings. Flare Wrap. Wrap assets from Xrpl, Algo, Hbar, BTC, etc. Wrap Denarii, NFTs, and tokens. 2.2.4 Songbird, Live Canary Network. Before launching on Flare mainnet, Denarii developers can deploy on Songbird with the same tooling and EVM compatibility, use live token incentives and community governance, experiment with wrapped NFT lending, multi-chain auctions, and dynamic DAO logic. Songbird reduces deployment risk and provides critical feedback from early users. 2.3 EVM compatibility and developer tooling. Flare is Ethereum compatible, meaning Denarii developers can use Solidity to build smart contracts, deploy via tools like Remix, Hardhat, Truffle Audit, via standard frameworks, MythX, Slither, etc. Access existing dApp code and port from Ethereum with minor tweaks. This accelerates development for Denarii's multi-chain NFT staking platforms. DeFi asset pools. art royalty contracts and creator funds. 4. Google Cloud. Compute and AI integration. Flare's upcoming integrations with Google Cloud Compute and AI-driven smart contract logic open powerful new doors for Denarii. Run AI models off-chain, e.g., art pricing, fraud detection, with results verifiable on-chain. Utilize cloud data feeds in creative economies, e.g., view counts, fan rankings, gallery metadata. Generate dynamic NFT traits or trigger art minting based on off-chain events. Denarii DFi can use this to bridge traditional Web2 metrics with on-chain distribution, royalties, and governance. 2.5 Summary: a launchpad for cross-chain creator economies. Flare's architecture isn't just multi-chain, it's creator-centric. Its secure access to outside data, EVM compatibility, and DeFi stack make it ideal for building. Fractional art ownership protocols, global royalty sharing systems, NFT-backed lending pools, AI-verified metadata registries. Denarii DFi will use this foundation to bring its Xrpl, Algo, and Hbar assets to life across chains, transparently, securely, and creatively. In Chapter 3, we'll begin hands-on development by wrapping Xrpl, Algo, and Hbar tokens into the Flare ecosystem and setting up the first multi-chain liquidity pool. Chapter 3, deploying Xrpl, Algo, and Hbar tokens on Flare via Flare Wrap 3.1. Preparing tokens for wrapping to bridge Denarii-based tokens from Xrpl, Algorand, and Hedera to Flare. The process begins with establishing wrapped token representations on Flare. 3.1 What is Flare Wrap? Flare Wrap is a native wrapping protocol that allows assets from non-smart contract chains like Xrpl or BTC to be wrapped one-to-one into ERC20 token equivalents on Flare. Key advantages: decentralized minting and burning, no custodian required. EVM-compatible usage across DeFi protocols. Allows Denarii tokens to participate in liquidity pools, governance, and staking. 3.2. Token Wrapping Guide, Xrpl, Algo, Hbar step-by-step wrapping process. Deploy a mint, burn smart contract on Flare. Create an ERC20 version of your token, for example, WDN XRP, WDN Algo, WDN Hbar. Allow only the designated bridge mechanism or DAO to mint or burn tokens. Register native asset with Flare Wrap. Define the native asset type, Xrpl, Algo ASAID, or Hbar account. Set wrapping ratios, typically 1:1. Include metadata such as token name, symbol, decimals. Initiate the wrapping. Users deposit their native tokens into a Flare Wrap monitored wallet or escrow. Upon confirmation, an equivalent ERC20 token is minted on Flare. Confirm Wrap token on Flare. Tokens now exist on Flare and can be traded, farmed, staked, or used in DeFi applications. 3.3 Token deployment process. Each Denarii token will now exist in a Flare native form. Examples include Wrapped Denarii, XRP, WDN XRP, Wrapped Denarii, Algorand, WDEN, Algo, Wrapped Denarii, Hedera, WDEN HBA, Reach Wrapped Token Must-Have. Name, symbol, decimal precision. Admin controls for mint burn, restricted to the bridge DAO or protocol. These tokens can now be added to MetaMask and other EVM wallets for use in DeFi. 3.4. Adding liquidity on Flares. Once tokens are wrapped, visit the FlareX decentralized exchange. Create liquidity pools such as WDEN XRP, FLR WDEN Algo, SGB WDEN Hbar, XFi. Define initial token ratios. Seed pools using community and treasury-supplied liquidity. Liquidity mining incentives can also be configured on Flare Farm to attract yield farmers. 3.5 Wallet compatibility. Denarii wrapped tokens are compatible with MetaMask via Flare EVM, Bifrost Wallet, Flare Native. Hardware wallets through Web3 integrations. Provide token contract details so users can import assets manually. 3.6 Transparency and public trust. To build trust and encourage adoption, maintain a public dashboard showing total tokens, wrapped, unwrapped, smart contract addresses, live circulating supply. Implement third-party audits, e.g. via Certic or Flare ecosystem validators. Point 7. Songbird testing phase. Before launching on Flare mainnet, deploy the same wrapped token contracts on Songbird. Use testnet equivalents of Xrpl, Algo, and Hbar. Run internal liquidity and yield tests. Collect community and developer feedback. This ensures smoother onboarding and more secure deployment on Flare. 3.8. Key outcomes. After deploying wrapped assets, Denarii tokens gain composability across DeFi apps like FlareX, Flare Farm, and Flare Loans. These wrapped assets act as a bridge between legacy chains, Xrpl, Algo, Hbar, and Flare's EVM economy. A new financial layer emerges where wrapped tokens can be used as collateral, provide passive income, participate in decentralized governance. Chapter 4. DeFi Utility. Yield Farming, Loans and Governance for Denarii Tokens 4.1. Introduction to Flare Finance Products. Flare Finance offers an integrated suite of decentralized financial applications that empower cross-chain assets to participate in DeFi. Denarii tokens wrapped from Xrpl, Algo, and Hbar can now access FlareX, Decentralized Trading, AMM Model, Flare Farm, Yield Farming and LP Rewards, Flare Loans, Borrow Lend, using collateralized assets, governance. DAO, token-based voting on proposals and upgrades. Point 2. Yield farming on Flare Farm. Objective: allow Denarii token holders to earn passive income by staking or providing liquidity. 4.2.1. LP token farms. Users deposit wrapped token pairs into FlareX, e.g., WWDEN, Xrpl. They receive LP tokens, e.g., LPWDEN, Xrpl. LP tokens can be staked on Flare Farm to earn rewards in FLRSGBW wrapped Denarii rewards. Point 2.2. Single asset staking pools. Users can also stake just one asset, e.g., WDN, Hbar, to earn FLR or Denarii native tokens. 4.2.3. Auto-compounding vaults, future release. Staked LPs may be auto-compounded using smart contracts that harvest and reinvest rewards. Increases APY and reduces manual management for users. 4.3. Collateralized lending with Flare Loans. Use case: users can borrow FLR, SGB, or other assets by locking their wrapped Denarii tokens as collateral. 4.3.1. Key benefits. Maintain exposure to Denarii tokens while unlocking liquidity. Avoid selling long-term holdings. Enables leveraged DeFi strategies. Point 3.2. Example: Flow. User locks 10,000 WDN Algo as collateral. Platform gives 5,000 FLR loan, 50% LTV. User repays loan plus interest to unlock collateral. 4.3.3. Liquidation rules, oracles, FTSO. Monitor prices if collateral falls below safety thresholds. Automated liquidation protects the system. Governance via DAO. Voting objective: empower Denarii token holders to guide the evolution of the protocol. 4.4.1. Governance mechanics. WDEN or Xrpl 1 vote. Proposals include adding new farms, adjusting emission rates, integrating new tokens, e.g. NFTs, real-world assets. 4.2. Multi-token governance. Each wrapped token, WDEN XRP, WDEN Algo, WDEN Hbar, could hold governance rights. A hybrid governance model may weight votes by total value locked, TVL, or long-term staking. 4.4.3. DAO, treasury control, community votes on treasury usage. Developer grants, marketing liquidity incentives, WA acquisitions, e.g., art-backed NFTs. 4.5. Integration with oracles, FTSO. 4.5.1. What is the Flare Time Series Oracle, FTSO? A decentralized oracle system native to Flare provides accurate real-time data, e.g., token prices, asset volumes. 5.2. Benefits for Denarii. DFi enables stable and secure lending operations, informs fair LP rewards and yield rates, powers dynamic fee models and vault optimization. 4.6. Cross-chain lending potential, advanced use case. Deposit, WDEN, Hbar on Flare Borrow, WDENN, Xrpl swap for USDC on Flare, X Bridge, USDC, back to Xrpl, via Flare Wrap. This allows users to leverage yield strategies across chains without needing centralized exchanges. 4.7 Community incentives and airdrops, rewarding early users. Initial liquidity providers, LPs, may receive airdrops of governance tokens. Stakers and voters may earn exclusive NFTs or tiered access to future products. Denarii reworks. NFTs could also offer yield multipliers or governance boosts. Point 8. Summary. DeFi is the engine of Denarii's cross-chain utility. Wrapped Denarii tokens are now not just tradable, they're programmable financial instruments. Through Flare Finance, Denarii holders earn real yield, borrowing lending unlocks capital efficiency. Token governance ensures community alignment. DAO and DeFi participation strengthens cross-chain adoption. This marks a shift from passive ownership to active value generation across chains.